Okay, I'm here, guys. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Gavin McLeavy with Rugby Americas North here in Mexico City. Tapatio Mendez Stadium. We've got Bahamas lining up against Jamaica for the second set of games today. 10-a-side rugby. Bahamas kick off to Jamaica in yellow, running right to left. Jack. Day White, Marie. And now they've opened up some space very early. Jamaica getting off the board immediately. Lovell Evans scoring the first try of the game. Set up by Day Marie White of Jamaica. Great start, Jamaica. Bahamas no answer to that kickoff. We are live here in Mexico City. Jamaica won their game against Mexico earlier. Bahamas took a heavy defeat against USA South for the first game of the day. The Bahamas team a little bit less experienced than some of the others here, so definitely a learning curve for them this week. Poor kick from the kickoff. Didn't quite make the 10 from what I could tell. Referee Raphael awarding a so we're going to play from the 50. Tap and play. And full of run in this Bahamas team. Good enthusiasm, great stiff arm, right to the middle of the face. She went down. Unfortunately, Bahamas. Charlene Johnson just stepped out before she wasn't far. That could have been Bahamas' first try of the competition. Looking back, one of the Jamaica players went down heavy after an amazing stiff arm from the Bahamas. I wouldn't be surprised if that was a broken nose. It was a pretty solid connection with the face. And stopped her in her tracks. She's up on her feet. She felt the sting of it, but she looks all right now. Sasha Gay Green, the captain, throwing in the line out. We're going to have the scrum. Right on the Jamaica 22. Big push from Jamaica, but Bahamas managed to hang on to it. Comes out the back of the scrum. Referee's recalling it. Arnoldette Johnson putting it in. Another big shove from Jamaica. It's wheeled as well. Bahamas collapsed it. Got to get themselves stable. Much bigger, more experienced pack in Jamaica. This team, Jamaica, has looked a lot better today than last year. They've worked hard over the course of the last year. Much more organized. Players are more mature. They're beginning to think more about the game. Green there at scrum half. Lots of years experience now. Bahamas with ball in hand. Nice little set piece move. Another stiff arm. It's the 8 from Bahamas. It's Danielle Zonical. Looks very strong running. They've got it up on the top side now. Good competition at the ruck. Bahamas maintain the ball. Good step inside. She's running well, Zonical. Demarie White throws it out wide. Now Jamaica are really under pressure. Back behind their own try line. Essen gets caught with the ball behind the try line. So Bahamas will have this ball. And they've gone straight for the line. They're going really high, though. She's over the line. Referee having a word with his assistant. Share some opinions. Try Bahamas. Great work from the Bahamas. I think a little surprised to get on the board early. They've done well. They recycled a few times, got control of the ball, maintained some time in the Jamaica 22, and did just enough to dot it down, according to the referee. She went for the quick tap to get to that line. She went a little bit high and the defense was there, but she just wriggled her way through with brute force and managed to get it down. No question there. Great try, Bahamas. And now we've got a game on our hands. Knocked forward from Jamaica at the kickoff. 5-5 the score. Both kicks missed.
Jamaica, go back! Jamaica, go back!
A quick tap again from the Bahamas. Offside, Jamaica creeping up at that penalty tap. Lakoya Ferguson working well. Carrying that ball like a bar of soap at the moment, though. Can't keep a control of it. Managed to get it out the back there. Brittany Gray making some yards, stabilising, but stalling at the ruck, hands in. Again, another penalty, Bahamas. Jamaica causing themselves all kinds of problems here. And really working hard to get towards the line again, Bahamas. Jamaica, foolish stuff. They're right on their try line, just not working back quickly enough. Good tackle, Jamaica. The ref thought it was high. So again, Bahamas knocking at the door now. Monster tackle right in front of the sticks. That was the number 9, Michela Eileen, with the big hit on the Bahamas prop. There's that big hit again from Eileen to stop the Bahamas in their tracks. They've been camped there for a few minutes now. Jamaica doing really well defensively, but making a lot of silly, ill-disciplined mistakes. And that's why the Bahamas are still knocking at the door. Another chance to get across the line. Thrown it out very wide. There's a bit of space out there. A nice stiff arm. And that's Carleen Johnson scoring for the Bahamas. Second try. They're ecstatic about it too, and they should be. Great start for them. Lots of good work from Danielle Zonico, leading her team. And some monster tackles coming in from Jamaica. Pointing out Michela Eileen with a thunder tackle right in front of the sticks. And Jamaica have got their work cut out for this game. They'll be kicking the ball off to Jamaica again. Scores 10-5. Bahamas in the lead. Jamaica looking a little shell-shocked. They had a good start, but they haven't been able to get out of their half for a while now. Big run, big contact. They go to take it to ground. Nice little step inside and outside. Some great work and the offload. Marie White, there's very few who will be able to catch her on a good day. And nobody will catch her. An excellent little inside and outside step from Shanique Smith in the number 6 shirt. And then the beaut little offload to Marie White to finish it. That's what she's known for. She got speed for days. Smith takes the kick and gets it. And that puts Jamaica back in the lead. Jamaica's giving me heart attacks today. They did it in the first game. Now they're doing it again in the second game. It's back and forth and a great game of rugby. Bahamas 7 down on the floor here, getting some treatment. Referee's just going to hold the game up for a second. Decide whether they need to make a substitution. The Bahamas trainer taking a good look at that leg. Referees wants them to... Guys and girls at home, please feel free to share this. If you're watching it on Rugby America's North Facebook or YouTube page, share it with your community, your friends and your family. Let everybody know that there's some women's rugby going on in Mexico City, and it's not bad at all. Great display of rugby. Some great athletes here. Speed and strength, agility, great rugby players. The Bahamas 7, LaCoya Ferguson, great player, but getting up quite gingerly. Doesn't look too comfortable hopping along. Wants to stay on for now. See if she can run it off. Jamaica get us back underway. After getting themselves back into this game. Kick to ground. Good pick up by Bahamas. Looking to go around the outside. They've got the numbers. Ball goes to ground though. Big tackle again from Jamaica. There's some wild hits coming in this game. And great work through the middle from Simone Neely, Bahamas. Doesn't mind a bit of contact. Referee's indicating for a scrum, Jamaica. Jamaica splitting their attack. You got Marie White on one side, Smith on the other, with a winger outside for each of them. Marie White normally plays on the wing, but they're bringing it inside. I think she's got a lot more experience now, and her skill set's improved. So they bring her a bit more central into the play to maybe create more things, because they've got more speedsters on the outside. The ball's in. Jamaica get it. She goes to Smith, but still ball loose. That was Lovell Evans. Nice little step in and out, but managed to draw the offense a little early, cause an offside. Green stepping in and out, loses her footing. Again, offside. Bahamas making a similar mistake to Jamaica as earlier on, causing themselves a little bit of problem. There's Green. Another big contact. Really aggressive clean out at the ruck, but went straight to ground, says the ref. Dangerous. So the Bahamas will get the ball. And they tap and go quickly. Using their hands, using the width. And she's got a bit of space. Steps out over there. Carleen Johnson still working well down the side, this time the opposite touch. And battling with Daymarie White of Jamaica. Definite difference in size, but both very quick, very powerful players. Quick water break. Half time. Score is Bahamas 10, Jamaica 12. This is Jamaica. Great try. First try to get them on the board just from the kickoff, straight from the kickoff. It was the number 13, Lovell Evans. She got some wheels on her and taking that wing position. Good support. This is one of the Bahamas tries. Great, just singular effort. A little selfish, but nothing wrong with that. If you can see the line, you go for it. McCoy Ferguson took a little bit of a knock later in the game. That was Johnson scoring over in the corner. So currently the score, Bahamas 10, Jamaica 12. And another nail-biting game coming up, second half of this one in a couple of seconds. Beautiful offload, loved that. That was something special. The step inside, the step outside. Shanique Smith setting up Daymarie White to finishing it off, and that's what she does best. It's all about the speed. Daymarie White. Not a bad chase either from the Bahamas, but just not enough to deal with White. Bahamas 10, Jamaica 12. Guys and girls, forward this on. Share it on social media with your friends, family, and rugby community. We're in Mexico City, in UNAM, the university, in Mexico City, at the Tapatio Mendez Stadium. Get yourselves down, watch the game. Got a little bit of a crowd here today. Obviously, people working, so we're not... it's not a packed stadium, but I'm expecting Saturday, good crowd out here. Friday as well. We've got all these girls playing again in the final rounds and third and fourth place playoff. And obviously the first and second finishing it off tomorrow. Then you're going to have Saturday, the boys will be back, the under-19 men's competition for their final round to decide the winner of that. So get yourselves down here. We've got another game after this one today. And then we'll be back again tomorrow from 9 a.m. Mexico time. Smith to get us underway, taking the kick. Much better kick, straight down the middle, into the space. Ugly bounce. Bahamas managed to pick it up. Finds a bit of space there, runs into traffic. Goes the way of the Bahamas. They get the scrum. A lot of these girls from the Bahamas actually playing flag football prior to picking up rugby. So training 4 nights a week. So they're in shape, learning the game, developing it in the Bahamas. Big shout out to Freeport Rugby Club. Came up to my club on tour with their youth team recently in South Florida. Doing great things. couple of the ladies in this squad from Freeport representing. Another scrum, just shy of the Bahamas 22. Jamaica win that one. Here's White. She's looking to go on her own. There she finds her support. And here goes Smith right through the middle. Uncontested and spectacular dive under the sticks. And that's some special rugby. Slicing the Bahamian defense to get through. That takes the score to Jamaica 17, Bahamas 10. She will attempt her own kick. She's been dangerous. She played really well earlier on, and she has not changed the gear. She's still keeping it strong. Nice little pass. No hesitation, just saw the gap, went through it, left 4-5 trailing. And the swan dive to finish it off. Why not? Enjoying her rugby. A little short on that kick. Made it to 10 and then went out. Nakoya Ferguson ordering her team, give me the ball, let's go. She's hungry, she wants to get back in this game. They think they've got a good chance of winning this one. Great tackle. Gone back to the outside, but pushed out wide. Danielle Zonikul. Looking for the space, but run out of room. Jamaica, Gay Green will be thrown into the line out. Ref calling a stoppage for a substitution, I think. Carleen Johnson taking a break. Saving herself for tomorrow. Maybe a tactical switch. Jamaica setting themselves up nice and deep for this line out. Ball went over the top into Bahamas' hands. Big contact from 3. That's Abigail Lane from the Freeport Rugby Club representing the Bahamas. Absorbed in plenty, and now they've got some space out wide if they can let the hands do the work. And Jamaica pick it up. They're going to get a penalty. May have been for the high tackle from the Bahamas. Sasha Gay Green getting instructions on this near side from the men's team coach, Huntley Anderson, telling her to calm the girls down. Referee having a word with the assistant. Possibly it's a debate about if there was a high tackle involved there. I'm quite sure that's why. So she stayed down there, so a little bit of a worry about the contact in that tackle. It looked okay to me, but it was a little wild, so see if she feels all right enough to go on. Green just looking over her teammate. Anything around the head or neck, we will take our sweet time, and we are in no rush to get going again. Rugby Americas North has been doing some medical testing with the local community here. Some of the different levels of medical assistance coming onto the fields have to be qualified, of course. So getting some classes done this week for the local community referees and medical staff to help grow the game more. And there's no debate. They will take her off if they're in doubt. Bit of a loss there, though, for Jamaica, because Smith has been a very important key to this team. Good yards, though. Great work from, that was Taja Richards going through the middle. But now they're getting pushed back. They've got to start again. Find a little bit of space, but they got pack it up. Bahamas look lively in defense again. They're still hungry to win this game. Ball's gone loose. Bahamas may have recovered that. Hands in. High tackle from number 7, Bahamas. She's got herself a yellow card. That's Lakoya Ferguson, one of the important players within the Bahamas team. Has seen her marching orders. Not sure if there's enough time for her to get back into the game. Not releasing at the ruck. Jamaica ball. Green leading the charge, much so for this Jamaica team. Looking for the space. And there's some space, but they just couldn't quite hold on to it. And Bahamas are off to the races. And this is going to be a try, bringing the Bahamas right back into the game. Spectacular stuff, Simone Neely. Great try. Unfortunate at the other end. Douglas made the pass. Jamaica thought they were in. They dropped the ball last minute. Scooped it. Bahamas went length of the field, right through the middle, right through the heart of Jamaica to score under the sticks. And this is going to be another nail biter. Gavin is aging by the minute. The first game of the day, USA South made easy work of the Bahamas, but since then, the last 2 games, absolute belters. The kick was missed. See the scoop up, and she's off. Not a second thought for it. Great little pass straight into the hands of Neely, and Neely just had to run straight, keep her knees high, and drive for the line. We've got a couple of minutes left, if that. We're coming right up to the end of the game. There's 2 points in it. Jamaica in the lead. They need to hold on to this ball. Bahamas kick it into the biggest space they could find. And what are they going to do with it? The number 13, Lovell Evans, and she's going to go all the way. She picked it up on her own try line. Yes, that actually happened. Jamaica's gone absolutely nuts. The boys in the crowd cheering her on and ran the length of the field with her along the stadium. And Jamaica have finished this game off. Bahamas snuck themselves back into the game. But in full swoop, Jamaica said, take that. 100 yards, just went round the outside. Great rugby. Fantastic work from Lovell Evans. She's got a brace of tries today, and they get the kick as well. I don't know if there's time for the kickoff. looks like they're going to do the kickoff. So a little bit of time left on the referee's watch. But there's a 9 points difference. They were 2 points up after that Bahamas try, so that takes them 9 points ahead. So Bahamas won't be able to win this game unless there's a lot more on that referee's watch than what I can see. Referee just checking that there's the right amount of players on the field. Ball's gone backwards there. Bahamas pick it up. Working right through the middle. Good strong work from these Bahamian girls. They don't shirk the contact. Hands in the ruck, Bahamas. Jamaica will get it. They'll have another chance to attack. And they're going to go direct. Real front up forward work. Offside, says the referee. They get another chance. Green carries the ball forward, looking for the space. Support hasn't arrived. Bahamas getting their hands in there. Play on, says the referee. And that's the Jamaica 5. Littleton somehow miraculously offloads that ball. I think it was Sasha Gay Green that got over for the try and landed heavy on her stomach. And Jamaica have won this game. And it's like they're playing with an extra man with this under-19s boys team supporting them back here. Good work, boys, good work. Great try to finish off this game, and that sort of puts it dead and buried for the Bahamas. But the Bahamas put up an excellent fight against this solid Jamaica team. Jamaica firstly beaten Mexico today, and it looks like they've beaten the Bahamas, but Bahamas put up a great fight. Congratulations to... The kick's gone wide. The referee wants the injured Jamaican player to get back. He's going to allow them for another kickoff. Must be allowing 4 delays in the game throughout the 20 minutes. So Jamaica do have the opportunity to kick off again to the Bahamas. And they pick it up well. They have no problem going into contact, this Bahamas team. I'm really impressed with them. They get to ground. The support is there at the ruck. They play well. Picked up and come round the side. Referee didn't like it though. Came too early. Offside, he says. Playing it quick. Crossing the field. Finally lets the ball go. Now there's some space. 2-on-1. Ball goes to ground. They've managed to scoop it back up. But that'll be the ball to Jamaica and the game to Jamaica. Referee calls it. Final score, Jamaica 29, Bahamas 15. Excellent finish from Jamaica, but Bahamas definitely put them under the cosh for a while, several times throughout that, about 2/3 of the game. Jamaica really didn't look that comfortable against a solid Bahamas team. Congratulations to Bahamas for a great effort. Jamaica technically a stronger team, and it showed in the final minutes. I get the feeling Jamaica were playing with an 11th man, and that was the under-19s team supporting them right here in the ground. Great enthusiasm, great energy, as they like to say. Next game up is going to be Mexico against USA South. as the Jamaica crowd come over and thank their boys for their excellent support. Some real camaraderie between these two groups. Don't get any better than that, do you? Loving each other, enjoying the trip that they're on here in Mexico City, and definitely bringing the Jamaican energy and vibes to Mexico City. It's great to watch, great fun. See if we can squeeze these highlights in before this USA-Mexico game begins. I love that offload for that try. Bahamas really have got some technically, potentially great players. That was Neely's try under the sticks. She had a lot of work to do, but a great game for the Bahamas. Unfortunate not to have won. Gave Jamaica a run for their money 2/3 of that game. And we're going to get straight into this next game, ladies and gentlemen. It's USA South kicking off in blue and red to Mexico in their green and white. Darlene Garcia gets hit from behind, right from the kickoff. They've managed to hold on to the ball. Quick line speed from USA South. A lot of pressure on Mexico, but they find a little bit of space. A young Mexican team switching sides. A lot of early pressure from the USA South ladies. Mexico like a patient build-up, but they can't do it with the line speed of USA South up in their face and push them all the way back to their own try line. It's going to be a USA South ball. And there's acres of space over there if they can feed it correctly. And that's a try. USA South get themselves on the board early. Good defensive pressure. And getting on the board early, Lisa Jackson for USA South. They're not playing. They're here and want to score tries. Nobody's going to get a break. Nobody's going to get an easy game against USA South, especially not the host Mexico. USA South are here to make a point. Lisa Jackson getting on the scoreboard early. 32-year-old prop. Causing problems for Mexico early on in the game. Deeper kick this time over the back of the Mexico setup. Looking for space. Gets wrapped up easy. Not much competition at the ruck. Again, doing that switch inside to try and change the attack point. Again, USA South wrapping the girls up from Mexico pretty easily. Not getting outside that 22. Not releasing the player. So Mexico will get the ball. A little bit of nerves. Ball going to ground. Got themselves organised. Stepping inside, but you're stepping inside to traffic against big USA South forwards. Mexican team small. They are very organised. Now that's a space that she can use. Now she can get around the outside. She's getting tracked down. Great defensive coverage work. Karime Cabrera turning on the wheels there. Some great speed. Finding the space. Support is arriving here. And the USA South stolen the ball from that ruck. A lot of contact at the head there from Mexico. She's going to get herself in trouble. There she goes, released it. Now USA South with the ball. They're on the charge. Maddie Weinstein taking a couple to bring her down. USA South bringing it back. And again, takes 3 Mexican tacklers to bring the US player down. And now Mexico not releasing. not allowing them to get the ruck moving. Lots of experience in this USA South team. It's exciting to watch. They've got a lot of thinkers, lots of experienced players in their team against this young Mexican squad. Obviously, the Mexican team, the sevens team, are away getting ready for the World Cup sevens. Lots of these girls had made it into the sevens teams, the sevens team that got qualified for the Sevens World Cup. But they've selected their squad, and this is what remains, and this is what's representing them right here on their own doorstep. Great line out. Solid from USA South. They got numbers out wide, but she chooses to go through the middle. She managed to get the ball away. Now they might be able to use the 3 or 4 man overlap. Covering defense is going to have to be spectacular for Mexico, and it is right there. Great work defensively. Quick off the line from Mexico. Good pressure. And a forward pass, says the ref, Cat. Referee Cat. A US and Canadian referee. So it'll be a scrum just inside the Mexico 22. Mexican crowd getting behind the girls. Mexican put in. Good shove from USA, but Mexico managed to get it out. Here comes the defensive wall. And there's the pressure right there, holding them within 10 yards of the Mexico try line. Not rolling away. At the ruck, USA South being punished. And away they go, Mexico looking to get out of their half. The loop pass, but there's not much space over here. But Dariana Garcia has some speed, and there she goes, steps inside, steps outside. One more decision to make, and she gets tagged on. Great covering tackle from Morgan Freeman, but Dariana Garcia offloads the ball to the Mexican 8. Everyone's lost their mind over here. Maria Fernandez Tovar scores a spectacular try. Dariana Garcia is their go-to person, scored a couple of tries in the first game. Fernandez Tovar in support. She had one more person to go. She couldn't quite get away from them. A great try, Mexico. Fair play to them, 5-5 is the score. That kick puts Mexico in the lead, and USA are shell-shocked. Very similar pattern to the first game for Mexico, where Jamaica were camped in their half, but they do have a patient build-up, and they work it one way, work it the other to try and run from their own 22. And the Jamaica under-19 boys team have decided they're going to support Mexico. Big tackle from Mexico, causing all kinds of problems for USA South. They finally get some clean ball out, and they've got an overlap here. Skip pass, turns back inside, goes to ground early. They want to reset it. USA South are looking very industrious right now. They want to get on with it. They want to put this game to bed. Mexico gang tackling, and they've won that ruck as well. Nope, not rolling away, says Kat. And that's going to be a USA South ball. Take a moment to catch my breath from the last couple of minutes of excitement. Mexico in the lead, 7 points to 5 over USA South. And I think USA South are feeling the pressure. They've been camped in the Mexico half for most of the game so far. But Mexico are these specialists at scoring tries against the flow of play. And they showed it one more time. Dariana Garcia is going to be a superstar of Mexican rugby. I can see it. USA South taking the time coming out of that scrum. Easily controlled. Freeman puts it outside, loops around. She has one more person outside. The pass comes in, almost the steal from Karime Cabrera. She's having a good game today. She's not rolling away. She's going to get punished for that. She's on the wrong side of that ruck. She's going to have to make an effort to get out. Freeman gives it out wide to Amanda Watkins. Little pop inside to Lolita Galandes. USA still in control. Do well to keep hold of this ball. Lisa Jackson goes to ground. Another quick recycle going around that top corner. Freeman again. She's got 3 on the outside of her. Draw and pass. Steps inside. Going to ground. They're quite close to that try line. They've gone the short side. And try USA South. T. Fletcher, I believe, going over in the corner. She had 2 outside of her as well. Didn't need them. And Mexico absorbing another try. USA South going to lead 10 points to 7. This is not the easiest of kicks, but it's going to be needed the way Mexico are playing. And it's a great kick. Fantastic kick. From Lolita Galdones of the USA South team, and that's half time. And let me catch my breath. It's 12 points to 7. USA South just leading Mexico. And immediately they get into their group to refocus for this second half. Feel free to share this with your friends and family, guys. RugbyAmericasNorth.com. Share it on your social media and let them know that there's some excellent rugby going on here in Mexico City. We're going to be back tomorrow. This is the last game for today. There's another 4 games tomorrow. It will be the 3rd round, first thing in the morning, of the round robin, and then that will decide the 1st and 2nd final, and obviously the 3rd and 4th place game. But it's not been what everyone predicted. It's very open, been very open game. Nice flowing game from several of the teams. Jamaica, Mexico was great earlier on. This was USA South's first try of the game. Just a bit simple crash over very early on from Lisa Jackson. There's no stopping a girl that size from there. And Dariana Garcia, really a stop and goal there, was pretty spectacular. She still had a lot of work to do at this point. And a great tackle back from Morgan Freeman, but nobody else there to help Freeman. And Maria Fernanda Tovar finishing off that try to shock USA South. I don't think, for me, it was the inside-outside from Dariana Garcia, standing still twice and restarting. Getting caught and slowed down and then tackled and still managing to get the offload to Tovar was something special. And I see a big future for both of those ladies in rugby in general. And Mexico's future looks very bright with players like that in their squad. And remember, their first team basically is away to this World Cup already. So a great future for Mexico. So we got them off to the second half. Mexico in green and white, kicking to USA South in blue and red. Couple of fresh legs on, I think, for USA South for the second half of this game. Mexico managed to get hold of that ball now. Haven't had the ball in hand too often in USA territory, but they can be really dangerous here because they do have that patient build-up, draw and pass, and throw it wide. Now they've gone to ground there. The support's there, though, in numbers. And there goes the very famous selfie stick, they call her. because of her slight build. It's number 11, Jasmine Hernandez. Lost the ball in the ruck there, USA South. Tiara Littleton absorbing a couple of defenders. Freeman giving it out wide. Hauled down to ground by the Mexicans on that far side. Just breaking into the Mexican territory. Drop ball there. Desperation. Galdon is just dropping the ball at the key moment. Just as they were working across. Trying to get it back. Stretching the Mexican defense. Making them think, making them work. But ball going to ground. Spending a lot of time trying to get the ball to Kristen Hall of USA South, another experienced player. Kristen Hall. The number 7 for USA South. "28-year-old, captain of the Phoenix Sevens team, center. Got a great engine. And what is this coming around the outside? USA South getting really close. She stepped out though at the last moment. She could have gone on her own. Assistant referee right there on the spot. So a little bit of pressure here for Mexico. They're on their own 5 for the line out. Mexico line out. USA South pretty well drilled in their line out, so we'll see if they can steal a ball here. Great height from the selfie stick herself. Pressure here though, behind their own line. USA South got them wrapped up. So it will be a USA South ball. Good work from USA South, good pressure. Managed to get that line out down, but not enough speed to kick clear. Jasmine Hernandez gets good height on the line out. Her slight build makes it very easy to get her up there. And I'm not being derogatory by calling her the selfie stick. That's what her friends call her. Great shove from USA South, using the added weight. Trying to push for that line. And there's acres of space out wide, but they drop the ball again. USA South still trying to get around the outside, mind. And that's Mandy reeling with the space out there. Doesn't take advantage of it, though. USA South wanting to work quickly. Referee Kat wants a moment. Penalty try. Penalty try, USA South. Not sure how that came about. I missed it. I must have blinked. Can we get a highlight of that to see what happened? Unless they were playing advantage from earlier on, it's possible. I'll be sure to ask Kat, the referee, afterwards. So a quick look at that again. No, it's not going to help me. Yeah, completely missed why that was a penalty try, guys. But USA South are now 19-7 up over Mexico. So they've got a lot of work to do to get back into it. And that patient game that they play may work, but I don't know if they've got enough time to use it. Mexico going up unanswered. USA South players were working to get back. Dariana Garcia takes it inside. Feeds the ball back. Dropped ball. It manages to go back, so they'll play on. And again, that defensive pressure from USA South. Quick off the mark at the edge of the ruck. Getting around the outside. Being patient. And this is where Mexico are dangerous. Stepped out just shy of their own halfway. A quick substitution, I think, for Mexico. Pause in the game, and for USA. So USA South line out, good height. Well, that was never straight. Referee saw it as clear as I did. I'm right in line with it. So it'll be a scrum to Mexico. I believe it's Lorely Ramirez, scrum half at the moment. Massive shove from USA South causing problems for Mexico. They're going to try and swing it back the way. And a good line speed again from USA South, putting pressure on. But Garcia loves the outside space and steps inside. Hands it back in to Hernandez. Tovar clears it up. Garcia's at the ruck. She's doing all kinds of work. Selfie stick, steps inside, she gets wrapped up, keeping it live. There's Ramirez, she goes to ground. And they switch it again. Not much space out there, but she steps inside, takes one, takes two, offloads the ball. There's a little bit of space for Mexico now. Daniela Alvarado gets herself under the sticks. Some excellent work. Good work, good patience. We've talked about that patient build-up from Mexico, and it works for them. I always, as a coach, it would stress me out, but they're very patient about it. They believe in each other, and they get the work done. This kick's important. And it squeezes over the sticks. There wasn't much in it, but that keeps it tight. That was great work around the outside, and it was all created through the middle from the Mexican forwards. Maria Fernanda Hernandez did a bit of work in the middle, got the forwards involved. They recycled it quickly. A little bit of a step inside, outside from one of the props, surprisingly. Good take from Freeman to get this game back underway. USA South are looking at this game. They want to get it finished off. They don't want to go down to the last minute. They want a cushion. Mexico ball. USA South maybe got up too quick from that. They were held at the tackle. So they're going to look maybe to get to the line out. They feel confident their line out can do the job. Oh, changed their mind. I think they're going to run it. Excellent. Big contact. Big bump and run. Ana Libreros. Massive bump and run. But USA South will come away from it at the end of that ruck. It's their ball. Looking to pass inside again. Nice little pass. Good communication between the girls. Great work from Jen Moser down this wing to have the composure to pass it back inside to the right person. Here's Freeman attacking the line. Looking to release her 7. Chris Hall making good yards. Now they're inside the Mexico 22. They want to play it quick. Freeman's gone. She's gotten wrapped up by a couple of Mexicans. Now they're to ground. Mexico have got themselves back defensively. Now USA using that. Littleton. Big hit from Mexico. There's the ruck. It's stabilized. There's no contest to it. Here comes Freeman from deep, looking for the long ball. Comes wide again to Mosa. Mosa's got support from Sarah Lundy. There's Freeman. She's looking for support too. Mosa's back on her feet. She steps inside. She's got one more to beat. She goes to ground. And this is surely a try at this point. Great pass. Fair play to Amanda Watkins for an excellent pass to Galdones, who holds onto it to get over the try and surely finishes off this Mexican team. Great work from both teams and a thoroughly entertaining game. On my clock, this game should be over. The referee may have a couple of minutes more. We'll have to wait and see. But great sequence of play, patient build-up from USA South, firing forward when necessary, patient when necessary. They're taking a 10-point lead. This kick will definitely put it to bed. It's good. That makes it 26. And the game is over. USA South polishing off the Mexican team. Valiant effort from Mexico. Putting USA South under a bit of stress. Not making it easy for them. A physically much bigger USA South team than the Mexicans. And a nice little pop off the floor here. She gets so close herself. When she realizes she's not going to make it happen, a second pop up. And here comes the Mexican girls to thank their crowd. Excellent game of rugby. Actually, an excellent day of rugby here in Mexico City. I've been extremely impressed with all of the teams on display today and just sets itself up for a beauty tomorrow. 26-14 ends that game. USA South over Mexico. Mexico lost also against Jamaica earlier on in another nail-biter. Bahamas played well against Jamaica earlier on today as well. So all kinds of great rugby going on here in UNAM, this university here in Mexico City, the Tapatio Mendez Stadium. Get yourselves down here tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. If you're in Mexico City, come watch the game. We've got a bunch of other games tomorrow with these ladies. And if today's anything to go by, it's just going to get better tomorrow. There'll be another group stage early, 9 a.m. And then from that, they'll be able to decide the finalists for the remaining 2 games of the day. Great rugby on all sides, all 4 teams playing spectacularly well. And congratulations to all of them. So that wraps up our first day. Some great games. Mexico fortunately won the spectacular rugby on display here. I was hoping to get an interview, but the coach wants them to have their team talk and prepare themselves for tomorrow. Sort of last gasp effort. Mañana, tomorrow, first thing in the morning, is going to be important for them to try and win their game so they can get into this final. But it's a big ask for them at this point. USA South have been dominant, but several teams have been great today. Bahamas have impressed me. Jamaica have been excellent and winning their games. And then Mexico obviously have been great, but USA South really the dominant force. So we'll see tomorrow. I get a feeling it might be Jamaica, USA in the final, but we'll have to wait and see. My name's Gavin McLeavy. This is Rugby America's North here in Mexico City. Get yourselves down if you're in the local area tomorrow for these games. It's going to be excellent. What I saw today is another level of rugby, and it's been really entertaining. Thanks very much. My name's Gavin McLeavy, Rugby America's North. We'll see you tomorrow. Thanks a lot.